Now, you've heard us rave about the magnificent Murray waterway in the Mallee, and it has really put Mildura on the map. And one of the main means of transport up and down the river was paddle steamers. They were used to carry cargo from place to place, and they were also used as a pleasure craft for the mainly well-to-do folk seeking a holiday.
You know, it's just one of those things. You get intrigued by the river and the boats, and everything about it. I've travelled the river from Goolwa to Echuca.
That's pretty much the length of it, isn't it?
Not quite, but it's over 1,000 miles of the river.
The PS Ruby is a majestic paddle steamer which began her working life as a cargo and passenger boat 107 years ago. She was retired from service just 20 years later, and after a series of private owners was left to rack and ruin in a nearby park. But thanks to the dedication of an army of steamboat enthusiasts, she's up and running again.
Work that's been involved in the restoration of the boat. It's all been done by volunteers.
Captain Leon Wagner is a wealth of information when it comes to this grand lady. He knows her inside out and was a driving force in the restoration project. And it's hardly surprising that he's been around watercraft all his life.
I often joke that I was river captain at the age of 9.
A little river rat?
No, don't know about river rat. I've been called worse than that on occasions. But no, when I was 9 years old, I was a coxswain in the Mildura rowing club and I used to steer.
As the PS Ruby winds her way down the Murray, the hard-working volunteers are flat out. The massive boiler has to be stoked every few minutes just to keep the massive steam engine turning.
The boat runs on about 8 horsepower, but don't be fooled into thinking it's a walk in the park to steer this girl. Leon is on the lookout all the time. You're all at attention, aren't you? You've got to sort of be looking out everywhere.
Well, you get a bit of flotsam and jetsam in the river from time to time. You might find a log floating down the river and it could do damage to your paddle wheels, so you've got to watch out for anything of that sort.
The PS Ruby is like stepping back to yesteryear. Volunteers dress in period costume and provide good old-fashioned entertainment. And, as it turns out, the pianola has inspired one of our own.
You know what? Being on the PS Ruby, on the beautiful Murray River, is truly inspiring. I think I might have found my new song.
The PS Ruby has 14 cabins and can accommodate up to 28 people. So when you feel like a break from the river, come inside, get cosy and have a lovely Devonshire tea. Don't mind if I do. The spread is wonderful. You just can't beat scones and jam. All too soon, it was time to say goodbye to the PS Ruby, but we'll be back. One non-negotiable when you're holidaying on the Murray is to take a ride on a paddle steamer.
And you would be hard-pressed to find a better experience than on the PS Ruby. Kids, have you had fun?
Yeah!
What about you? Enough said.